Hey guys, the start of this week was really full on with just flat hunting, actively searching for a new place to stay. I think what got me was the average rent prices began from 600 euros, and I was just living off from a 400 euro mark for a month. So, yeah, I think it was slowly getting to me that reality of moving out and being independent was not that easy.
그냥 I just wish someone can do this for me and pay everything for me.
Learning about the rent prices, I realized I needed to find a job ASAP. So I researched how Germany preferred the CVs and adapted more factual rather than aesthetics, more or less just descriptive.
I don't want to jinx it, but I just found a pretty good rental place nearby, quite close to the city center and also where I am currently residing in. And the rent is 500 euros all up. It's just the Wi-Fi that needs to be divided by 2. I have scheduled a viewing on Thursday. The room looks pretty good. It's furnished, but I need to pay like a one-off 200 euros to. I don't want to go ahead of myself, but I'm kind of feeling very, very optimistic. If this works out really well, then this is like, it's meant to be. Because it's all too easy. How could I have already found a place that I want to live in like the first go? Like I've only started looking like today. If it's actually meant to be, then this is a sign that I'm supposed to be here and not in Hamburg. I'm also looking at Gesucht. It's pretty much the go-to website for anyone that's looking for a flat or like a studio apartment. There's a room available that is shared between 2 girls and it's 534 euros. I'm trying to write like a little intro message for them, but this apartment speaks just German. So I'm trying to, introduce myself in German first, and then this is what I wrote. Hello, Nile and Leia. My name is Eugen. I'm from New Zealand. I'm here as a working holiday, and my German is not good, but I'm learning. Hopefully they can understand English because the rest of this message is gonna be in English. But fingers crossed. I'm so tired.
I know I said I had a good feeling about the first place, but just in case, I just kept looking, applying, and searching. And I put on my face and went for the viewing.
Nice. 딴 사람이 됐네?
I came earlier than the viewing time just to scout the neighborhood.
Hello, I've just returned from the viewing. The place, it's so close to where I'm currently living right now, and it is actually the location that I visit to do my groceries. And it's so convenient in terms of transportation. The neighborhood is so quiet, so clean, and there's also a local park that's great for walks. And the room is really spacious. Majority of the furnitures are in good condition. The kitchen is large. The only downside is that the refrigerator is a little small, especially the freezer, and there's no strings attached. It's just 2 months notice both ways. There are additional costs of like the internet, and apparently you gotta pay for radio. I don't even use radio, but Germany is really outdated. So all up, it will be roughly around $525 euros per month, and there's a one-off cost of $200 and a 500 euro deposit. Even in terms of like moving house, it's so convenient. I prayed about it. I just have this gut feeling that this is like, oh, I gotta do it, and so I've expressed my interest. I really hope. No more hoping. I know it's gonna go well. Yeah, I prayed before I went. I prayed in front of the house, and I asked a lot of questions. And the lady was like, "Oh, you're well prepared," and I'm like, "Yeah, This is my first VG. I need to get my shit sorted. So the landlord's a German. His response is quite quick. Everything is feeling really good.
The next few days, I continue to search, just in case if anything happens, I have a backup plan. But also, I visited some local festivals with my friends, and still make sure that I had some downtime as well.
Okay, hi. I got the contract. Woo! I was chatting with the landlord. He seems great. I did my best to put like the very best first impression that you could ever give through an email. I received it early in the morning, but I was really busy with church, so I only had the time to sign it off in the evening. And this morning, he signed back his signed copy. It's official! Yeah! I'm so happy. I think this is a sign, because technically speaking, I've only been looking for a week, and I got the flat in a week. This is unheard of. This is actually insane. I'm choosing to believe that this is a sign from God telling me, hey, you made the right decision. You followed your instincts, which is the feeling that I gave you, and I followed it. And I think a part of me was kind of like, oh, did I make the right decision? Like, I don't know. But I guess I did, because like the timing, like everything just, and I'm just like really shameful at myself of like how impatient I am. But it is good that I'm recognizing these way more quicker than before. I also want to share something. So yesterday I was listening to a Bible podcast, and they were talking about how the word happiness, the happy, is directly linked to a happening. So people feel happiness when something happens. Well, what happens if there is no happening? That's why people feel really drained out, bored, depressed, when nothing happens in their life. We also live in a day and age where something is really quick. Something is very reactive. Something also gets exposed on the internet. Okay, we don't have time to really like reflect on what's happening, fully immersing ourselves in the moment. It's just like, boom, what's next? Boom, what's next? So the opposite of this is joy. Joy is finding contentment with what you have right now. Just being grateful. And I think one of the goals that I set for myself this year was finding a way to stabilize my emotions, because I peak really high and then I plummet really low, and there's no in between. And I always wanted to feel constant, like, yeah, something good happens, but I'll be like, beep, and then I'll return back. Something bad happens, beep, and then I'll return back. Not like a fucking roller coaster, you know? And I think this is like the formula. You know, don't seek for something that will make you happy. Choose to remain grateful and find joy in what you have, so that when something does happen, you will, you know, feel the sense of endorphins, adrenaline, and go, ah, yes, this is great, thank you so much. And then you return to your stable, you know, self. That's the formula, okay? This entire week has been quite a emotional roller coaster, I think. And I think this entire month and a half has been very reflective. But anyway, I'm gonna go to language exchange this afternoon and practice my non-existent German. And then once all the house is finished, then I'll be able to move in about a week and a half, and then I will sign up for the intensive course. And then in the next 3 months, you're gonna see me like talking in German and being really, really confident. Things are looking good, okay? Bye!
This place is called ZDSK, short for Zentrum, located in Rotterdam. This is where I'll be taking my courses as well.
I just returned from the tandem session and my brain hurts so much. Not because I was overusing it. it's because, well, I was. It's because it's a combination of just like the harsh reality of like how horrible and non-existent my German is. And I only have myself to blame because I don't really do much. And the other part is just like me trying to kind of understand what everyone's saying. And like people there are being all humble about it. Oh no, my German's not that great. You know, I only blurt things out and hope for the best. But at least like they're communicating. At least the topic is being thrown back and forth. Whereas me, it just stops with me because I don't know how to respond, so it sucks. So I'm just on the Academy website looking at the pricings for it. The course is Monday to Friday. There's a session from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. But I will master this language. I think B1 should be my goal. Like I would actually be quite content. I would actually be very proud of myself. A lot of people say, get a German boyfriend. Where do I find a German boyfriend? And I'm sorry, but all the Germans I've seen here, they're not really that good looking. I'm sorry. And people here are really like intimidating. They like stare at you like I told you before. So I don't know. It throbs. Like my temples are throbbing. It's okay. Think happy thoughts.
Now that the house was sorted, I was looking into the Anmeldung process. Anmeldung is a compulsory step, which is registering your address in order to get a text code in order to make a bank account. I'll go in depth about this in my next video.
뭐야? 오! 대박. Oh my gosh. So I look like a mess. Sorry. The landlord's like fucking like onto it. He just filled out the Anmeldung form without like even before me asking him to. And I can just take that to the registration office and just get it sorted. He's like so fucking onto it. Wow. I just need to check the availability of the office visitation.
One thing I don't like about Germany is how many bees there are. And apparently you get fined if you kill bees. And I'm all for it, you know. Like bees are really important for the environment. But the ones that they enter are not even honeybees. They're wasps in the house. It's got holes in the net. And they just enter through it. And they just don't know how to go back out again. And so, because I genuinely am really afraid of bees, I just always have difficulty just staying in my room. Once the bee situation kind of died down, I got bored. And I just wanted to tailor this massive t-shirt that didn't really fit me well. So here's just me trying to measure the points and trying to follow the inspo. I never tailored before, but I thought it would be fun. And I kind of like how it turned out. I liked how it slid down diagonally. I chopped the arms off as well, so it's giving that very simple, yet chic feeling.
Hello. This morning I woke up around 6:45 and went on the Anmeldung registration website because I was told that roughly around 7 a.m. they recently canceled appointments and stuff. The 1st of August there was an availability and I immediately booked it for the afternoon session. So everything is kind of like ticking along really nicely. Another update is I'm going to take the morning sessions for the German class and have just paid 1,020 euros for 3 months. Like my goal is level B1. You're able to communicate freely with the locals. And this is like my goal because that's number one, that's a lot of money. And I'm really, really investing on myself right now. I just don't want my money to go to waste. So yeah. And I don't think mini job's gonna cut it in terms of income.
And I just took this part out, but I was looking into insurances and the cost differences whether I do mini jobs or part-time, and I was just flabbergasted by the amount of the country deducting through tax and insurance and how it just didn't make any sense. I would rather have zero than to have minus.
Just can't be relying too much on my savings, otherwise my brain's gonna go cuckoo. But I think one of the cool things that I'm excited to do is you know, buy some cheap IKEA furnitures and dress my new room. I really want to get like a really nice ambient lamp. And I've never been to an IKEA before. In New Zealand, there was one being built as I was leaving. So I'm thinking of visit sometime next week. Yeah, not a lot of playing time for me, definitely, because now it's just like money spending mode. I just need to keep my mental state stable. And if I go to a point where I'm just like feeling really nervous, then I can, you know, potentially send over extra savings account so that will keep me stable until I find a job. Yeah, I'm really grateful because the timing, the speed level that I'm going with all these boxes being ticked is a miracle. From what I hear in Germany, I'm like fucking speeding through the entire process. 0 waiting time, everything just like being ticked off like this. So again, I'm taking this as a really, really positive sign that God is really wanting me to stay here, and he's making everything quite seamless for me, which is again adding another strength to my faith that everything will go well. Being money comes, experiences don't. Timing is crucial, and it's not something that you can create. It's something that is given to you if it is for you. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!